Hey, what's up, everybody? This is David again. I've got a 1999 Ford. What is this? 1999 Ford Escort. Yeah, 1999 Ford Escort, and we got the check engine light on, and code is a PO401, exhaust gas recirculation flow insufficient. So EGR flow insufficient, PO401. And what you do is put this car in drive, and immediately you can tell, like, it starts shaking. Feels like it's about to cut off, almost like it has a misfire. So I'm gonna show you how to fix that today. I'm going to put it back in park. So this customer said, you know, he had this engine code. He just wants to pass inspection. It's a 1999 Ford Escort, and he said that he called a guy out, you know, told him what the problem was, and the guy just replaced the EGR valve, which is right here. But that's not going to fix it. What you have to do is clean, when you have an EGR flow insufficient, you have to clean where the hot air meets the cold air. This being the air intake. This is going to be your cold air coming in through your throttle body. It's going to come right here. The hot air is going to come from the exhaust, which is going to be coming from this pipe right here on the bottom of the EGR. So if you follow this EGR pipe, it goes down, and that goes right there. If you see that threaded, that braided wire right there, which is covering the EGR tube, that's actually coming from the exhaust. So if you follow that back up here, it goes to the EGR, and then it connects to the intake, which is the cold air. So it's going to clog up right here between the EGR and the intake. So it's probably clogged up right here. And he said the guy just, you know, slapped a new EGR valve on there, reset the light, and charged them. And he said, you know, they cranked the car up and drove it around, and the code came right back. So I told him, no, it's not just replacing the EGR valve. You need to clean the port, the air port, where the hot air from the exhaust meets the cold air from the intake, which is going to be right in here between these ports. The best way to do that is to take off the EGR valve and the intake, the throttle body. I'm sorry, the throttle body. When you take off the throttle body, you'll be able to come in here. There's a bigger hole right here that you can access, and then you clean the ports, the air port in between. I'm going to show you how to do that. First thing you got to do, take off the air cleaner, and then the throttle body, and then there's only 2 bolts holding in the EGR tube right here, and then there's 4 bolts holding on the throttle body here, up here and here, and then 2 more down underneath. Look like they're either 8, 9, or 10 millimeters. I'm gonna let you know here in just a second. So we're gonna get started. All right, cool. All right, first thing you want to do, everything's 8 millimeters on this. I was looking at this. What's the least amount of shit that I got to take off to make to get this throttle body off? So from here, I know I got to disconnect that. That's 8 millimeters, which I've already done. I'm coming down here. Probably next best thing is right here, 8 millimeter or flathead screwdriver. Same thing here, 8 millimeter or flathead screwdriver. That's gonna pop off. This is gonna pop off. You could come down here, pull up this clip right here, you know, disconnect it there, or come even further. It's 13 millimeter here, 13 millimeter here, and all this will come up. It's just easier. Go here, pop this tube off, take this tube off the top, go to the side, pop that tube off, take that, leave that connected, and just throw it to the side. It's just easier that way. There's 2 8 millimeter nut bolts. I've already taken them out on the bottom. 2 right here. There's 2 on the top. That'll be your throttle body. Boom. I'm just gonna hold it up, sorta, so it doesn't fall. Bam. There's your throttle body. You got an electrical connection here. You need to press right here. That's gonna disconnect that one. You got another one on the bottom. You can't see too good. Need a flashlight in here, see how to disconnect that. Oh, okay. I see it here. On the back, you're gonna press that button. There's your throttle body, and there's a tube on the bottom. Just want to twist and then pull. Twist to break it. And you can see, I mean, I know that it has not been cleaned. I mean, anytime I do an EGR valve, take off the throttle body, I mean, I'm gonna clean it. The electrical connector right here, you're gonna press right here on the outside, and that'll come off. But I mean, it's dirty as shit in there. I know that hasn't been cleaned. I can look in here, it's dirty as shit in there too. And I mean, just come right here. Let me see that. If you can go in there and look down in there. Here, I'm gonna show you. Let me do this right quick. Let me grab that, I wanna show these. Look at all that fucking carbon right there. Look at that buildup right there. That's what's causing the EGR flow insufficient code right there. Let me get in there. Okay, if you look there where my light is, that's supposed to be a hole right there. That's carbon sticking out of that hole. That's carbon coming out of that hole. That hole is entirely fucking clogged. There's supposed to be a hole right there on the right. That's all carbon. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about here. Hold that light in there, baby. Okay, let's try to shine it in there at an angle. All right, now I'm taking this socket and I'm gonna show you. All right, all that right there. Look at that fucking, all that carbon right there. That's all. You see all that shit? They did not fucking clean that tube at all. All you gotta do is clean out that fucking tube and that code will go away. All right, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take off these 2 bolts to the back of the EGR, and they look like they are, let's see, about 13s. I'm gonna tell you here in just a second. Okay. All right. So basically, at this point, what I have done, got the throttle body off. EGR valve is disconnected. There are 2 10mm bolts on the back of the EGR. One right here, one right here, and that is gonna be actually held. It's kind of held right here. There's a bolt right here, and where was that? Anyway, that's a fucking gasket, I think. Yeah, we'll get it in a minute. I see it. Piece of shit. Come in. Come. Oh yeah. Gotcha. Gasket fell down. Hold on to that. Anyway, what you want to do? What I'm gonna do right now is spray some brake clean. Shoot it all in her hole. Yeah. Oh yeah. All up in her. Look at that nasty hole. Yeah. She's dirty. And she got the clap there. Dirty little hole. Yeah. All up in her hole. Yeah, shoot in that hole too. You like that shit, don't you, girl? Yeah, all up in your fucking hole. Yeah. Anyway, you gotta talk dirty to it. Yeah, she likes it. She likes it like that. See that? You see that fucking action right there? All up in her fucking hole. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's full penetration. None of that just the tip shit. Full fucking penetration in and out. We're making babies here, huh? We're not just fucking cleaning fixing cars. We're making babies. Yeah. That's right. But anyway, this is what you do though. This is what you do. Seriously. You take this fucking steel brush and just go in and out. Try to get all that carbon out of there. You can take like a scraper and just kind of chunk at it right there. That's what I'm gonna do here. I have ye old gasket scraper. You can take that and just go along right there and knock off that little lip there. That shit is fucking thick. Alright. Next thing. You want to come in here with some compressed air and shoot it in that hole. Alright, I'm going to show y'all what I did here. As you can see, I've got this, what is it? That is a brush here, and I'm just working it back and forth. That's right, work it back and forth. Yeah, all up in that hole. You see I done filled that hole up with that little bristle right there. Yeah, I filled that hole all the way up. It's that money shot right here. Money shot, like we shooting porn right here. Anyways, I'm just taking this brush and moving it back and forth and hitting all them sugar walls. Yeah, all up in her. You feel that? You feel that, girl? I know you do. All up in you, girl. Yeah, work it. Work it. Oh yeah? Look at that. Look how deep. You see how deep I'm going? See how deep I'm in there? Yeah. All right, let me stop. Anyway, I got a little carried away there. Alright. Anyways, you get the picture though. I got inside there the EGR port, and I just got a big old wire brush, and I twisted it, and I'm down there in the back of the hole. In the back of the hole. Alright, anyways, I'm just gonna work it back and forth. Yeah, that's how you like it right there. Anyway, alright, I'm working it, get it all cleaned out, pull that shit out, spray it with brake clean, hit it with some compressed air, and it, you know, keep working at it. Alright, I want to show you our final product. Look down in there, you can see totally clean now. Major difference, no carbon at all. Let me see if I can get a little bit further in there. But there's our EGR port, and it is dynamite. But yeah, there she go. She's clean now, basically. No carbon at all. And it's hard for me to show you on the back side, but it looks the same on the back side. I mean, I just took that wire brush and went in and out until she screamed my name. Yeah. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is just put it all back together. So I'd probably start with EGR, put the gasket back in there, put those two 10 millimeter bolts back in here in an EGR, and then we're gonna put our throttle body back on there. And I've been soaking it with the brake clean this whole time. So I'm just gonna clean that out before I install it. I'm gonna go ahead and put the EGR, nail that back together, and wipe that out and clean that out, and then put it back together. All right, so got everything pretty much put back together. Put your 4 bolts on, 8 millimeters on the throttle body. You got two 10mm bolts back here in the back of the EGR. Those four. Don't forget your electrical connector here. The one on the right here on the side. You got your pipe, little tube on the bottom of the throttle body. Plug this back on. There's 8mm here and 8mm right here. Put this tube on, and if you disconnected that electrical connector there, plug that back in, and that's it. I just reset the code, so the check engine light is currently off, and I'm gonna go take it for a test drive, run it through about at least 3 or 4 readiness monitors, and then come back and do an assessment. But I know it's going to clear the code. I know it's not going to come back because I cleaned out that EGR port. It's spotless. I mean, and the car is just running totally better. So I'm going to take it out and drive it around a little bit, and we'll give you a little update. Hey, what's up, everybody? All right, we're going to call that a fix. I mean, I'm at 4 out of 8 readiness monitors. Check engine light still hasn't come back on. So we're gonna call that a fix. But anyways, if you got that code, it's EGR flow insufficient code PO 471, I believe it was. I'll put it in the description. But if you have that code EGR flow insufficient, then you're not just replacing the EGR valve. If you have one, I would suggest just clean out the EGR valve and just clean out, the port. If you can see, that port was just, I mean, there was like at least a quarter-inch thickness of carbon buildup in that port on the walls. I'm not sure if you saw it, as that well, but I mean, when I got down in there and got close, I could see it was just a massive buildup. So anyways, you need to clean it out where the hot air meets the cold air. That's where you're gonna have those carbon deposits. So anyways, I hope that helps some people out. If you got EGR flow insufficient code, that's what you need to do. You need to clean out the port where the cold air meets the hot air. All right, peace. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. Appreciate you watching the videos. All right, later.